ladies and gentlemen of the press. My name is Hannibal Waifu. I'm the president of the African Bar Association. I am here to address you on some recent developments in the state, particularly in Lagos State, in the Bejuleki area of Lagos State, we have received some complaints from some residents of those low-income area by Bejuleki near Okeagon to a specific community near Eleko area. Specifically, are concerned about the petition written to the Human Rights Commission by the residents and property owners is what is our main concern. In this matter, we have to address this press conference personally rather than, calling, asking the director of press to deal with it. Our main concern is that for Nigeria and most African countries, the economic situation is very dire, very serious. People are poor. Unemployment is very difficult to get by. Businesses have been stifled. A lot of families have been broken to pieces. Our people are dying in the seas looking for greener pastures. These are problems we in the African Bar are dealing with all the time. So when we get to a situation of this nature and we receive petitions seeing bulldozers bulldozing houses with the COVID-19 pandemic ravaging everywhere, it calls for serious concern. The African Bar is not at this stage dealing with the propriety of ownership of the land and all that. But to go ahead and demolish buildings of that nature, destroying properties without any remorse, without any qualms, without considering the social implication. From the investigative report I just got this morning, over 5,000 families are now in the streets. Over 5,000 families are now in the streets. They have nowhere to go. How do we explain this as a people? I'm the president of African Bar, I'm a Nigerian. The report has been submitted to us, but I'm very concerned and worried that we have a government that enforces law with high-handedness, without looking at the social and economic implications, without understanding the dislocation. I'm not too sure the governor of Lagos State could have ordered this type of thing. Will it not even have been better to seize all the properties and find a way to compensate for whatever owners are there? Because people could not have just built on land if they know it belongs to Lagos State government or belongs to any other person. From our investigation, some of these lands were sold to this by those people too who have connections within the Lagos State government here and there, or who have one way or the other have things to do with the government. And some of these people are built, some of them have been living there for more than 20 years. Some of them have been living there more than 15 years. With wives, children, families. Within the trick of an eye, everything is down. Where do we go from here? What is the gain of the government in destroying this property? What do they stand to gain? To recover land and you destroy property worth billions of naira. For who? In whose interest? That's our concern. And that's our worry. Government must be for the people. If people are looking for land, government must find land for them to build. It is the responsibility of government. If people are built on wrong places, government must find a way to resettle them and advise them on what to do, not to destroy their properties and render them homeless. Wives, husbands, children, dependents, everybody in the street. How does the Lagos State government want to cope with this type of thing? Where is the justice to the poor? That area is mainly area of low income earning people. They have no money to buy houses in Victoria Island or in Ikoyi or in Lekki Phase 1 or in other places. That's why people are moving far and far. And as government knows that people are moving far and far, looking for where to settle, it was the responsibility of government to pay more attention to those areas and not to send bulldozers to kill people and to destroy people's houses. The African bar is not happy. It condemns in strong terms this type of behavior. It is not good. It is un-African. Destruction of property is un-African. Because you have just destroyed billions of naira for the interest of just a few people. Government powers must be used in the interest of the people. If they were building, the houses had been built under pipe on top of pipelines, or if the houses have been built under high tension wires that poses risk and danger for the state, or if it has been built in a place where a public school is to be used for the children, is a different thing. But we don't destroy people's properties for individual interests. Upon all this, nobody is here to see the reaction of government. To say, oh, it's the University of Lagos or the University of was to be put there, or this was to be a park where children are playing, or a hospital had to be built. Why do we are deeply concerned about this high-handedness? I believe that at this stage, if the governor of Lagos State, who we all have been following development, believing that he's running Lagos State well, and we have been supporting him in every material particular, I believe at this stage he should be aware. The Speaker of the House of Assembly, who is a lawyer and who is a member of the African Bar, because he had been honored by the African Bar Association. Right Honorable Mudasiru Obasa is an honoree of the African Bar Association. Must look into this. It's very important. If the Lagos State governor, who is doing so well, who will laud all his efforts, as is not aware, he should be aware by now. And it is the advice of the African Bar that something should be done as quickly as possible to resettle these people back on their land, pay them compensation for them to be able to settle down and bring their families together. As it is now, some are sleeping under the trees, some are sleeping in the motor park, some are even here in our office taking refuge. This is wickedness in its highest order. No matter what law you want to protect, it's wickedness. And we believe that the governor of Lagos State, His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, must be able to redress this, and certainly in such a way so that Lagos State is not characterized in this manner in the international scene and in the continental scene. We have had to settle a lot of disputes across the continent dealing with land issues. We didn't have to go through all this.